Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're exploring something a bit different, drawn from some material you shared. This concept of nonchalant problem solving.
Yeah, it's interesting. Nonchalant meaning, relaxed, calm, almost like you don't have a worry in the world. It can describe how you seem or how you actually act.
Right. And the twist here is that maybe adopting that attitude, that lack of intense worry, could actually be a useful life hack.
It could. We often get caught up, don't we? Focusing on tiny little flaws or problems. It's almost like that old survival instinct kicking in scan for any threat.
Exactly. But the sources we looked at suggest this hyper-focus on minor stuff can get, well, just exhausting, cumbersome, as the material put it.
So the mission today, if you like, is to unpack how maybe shifting focus, finding those, quote, bigger fish to fry, can give us some much-needed perspective.
Let's talk about that. Sometimes we almost blow up minor issues, maybe subconsciously, trying to get attention or sympathy. The source hinted at that.
It did. And that can become its own burden, right? This constant low-level drama.
So the core strategy proposed is, well, find something genuinely more important, a significantly bigger issue.
Uh-huh. And by doing that, the smaller problems just sort of shrink. It's about redirecting your mental energy to what actually matters most.
There was that image in the source I thought was quite vivid. Someone just, like, dancing ridiculously in a grocery store aisle.
Oh, right. Yeah, and the point was, they genuinely didn't care who was watching.
Yeah.
That complete lack of concern, that's kind of the essence of nonchalance in action, isn't it?
It is, but there's a nuance here the author pointed out, which I found interesting. They said they weren't great at creating that kind of attention like the dancing.
Right, like deliberately making a scene.
Yeah, but they were good at using this idea to sort of dilute problems that already existed, things they couldn't directly control.
Ah, okay. So it's more about quietly neutralizing existing issues,
Yeah.
managing your reaction to them, rather than, say, performing nonchalance for an audience. It's subtle.
Exactly. It's about handling things discreetly, maybe, to stop them from escalating or attracting more unwanted attention.
That ties nicely into something else from the material, that quote.
Confidence is silent. Insecurities are loud.
That's the one. Let's connect that back. If you're genuinely focused on a bigger, more significant challenge or goal, well, where's the mental space for those loud insecurities about minor things?
Right. It's like they just don't get the same airtime in your head. Your focus is elevated, you know? You're dealing with the main event, not the sideshow.
Yeah, precisely. When your energy is tied up in something meaningful, those small annoyances, that slightly embarrassing moment, it just doesn't have the same sting.
And maybe that focus fosters a different kind of confidence, one that doesn't need to shout because it's grounded in tackling what's genuinely important, a quieter strength.
That makes sense. So for you listening, maybe take a second. What are those little things that tend to snag your attention, maybe loop in your mind?
And then think, is there a bigger picture, a genuinely bigger fish in your life right now, a goal, a project, a relationship, a bigger challenge that you could consciously shift more focus towards?
It's not about pretending problems don't exist. It's more like strategically deciding which problems deserve your full five-alarm fire attention.
Yeah, it's resource allocation, but for your mind.
Yeah.
Not every little bump needs a full investigation.
So the main takeaway really seems to be that perspective is powerful. By consciously focusing on more significant things, you can actually change how much weight the smaller worries carry.
It really is a mental shift, isn't it?
Definitely.
Okay, so here's a final thought to leave you with. Think about a recent situation where maybe you felt disproportionately stressed by something relatively minor. Now zoom out. Was there a larger goal or concern also present in your life at that time? Could adopting a bit more, well, nonchalance toward that smaller issue have actually freed up valuable mental energy to better address the truly important thing? Maybe real problem solving sometimes involves knowing what not to sweat,